See, this is why the 80s bands need Mr. Mackey. Because drugs are bad, okay? What's up, guys? Welcome to Movie Importance movie review of The Dirt. The newest film from Netflix Original Movies is directed by Jeff Tremaine, stars Douglas Booth as Nikki Sixx, Daniel Weber as Vince Neil, Ewan Rheon as Mick Mars, and Michigan Gun Kelly as Tommy Lee, and Pete Davison as Tommy Zutaut. And so, as you can tell from the cast list, this is a story about Motley Crue, about their rise, their drug use, their alcohol abuse, and of course the sexual innuendo that they had, as well as their eventual fall to grace to be brought up through touring and stuff like that. And so we get the story of each character, how they grew up in the beginning, their history, their life, how crazy they claim they were, to how crazy they were when they were touring, all the drug abuse that they were doing, all the heroin and coke and beer and liquor, to the eventual, people getting overdose situations, which what happened with Nikki Sixx, with how he died, to Vince Neil killing another band member of a different band in a car accident, which was Razzle Dingley, as I remember right, and to their eventual rehab, to eventually, just things falling apart, and then, them reigniting in the 20 years later situation. And this is a movie that it's based off a book. It's written and interviews with the original band members, and just talks about everything that happened. And I don't know much about the book because I haven't read the book, but the movie tries to play it fantastical. It tries to play it insane and crazy, like on a whirlwind drug trip. And it's not entirely successful. It has a lot of problems. It makes you try to feel for these guys, even though they're trying to make all this stuff that they were doing exciting and climatic and climaxical, and it doesn't it just feels like it hollow a lot of times. And I'm sure a lot of this happened, a lot of this, the way it played out maybe is not as well done, but it's a movie that just tries to make them look cooler than they really are. And then, when the things start breaking down, when Vince Neil loses his kid, when just stuff just starts going haywire, you're supposed to feel bad for these guys, but the way these characters are playing the parts, the way the actors are playing the parts, it just feels hollow. It doesn't feel deserved. It doesn't feel, just there and exciting. And it's such a shame because this movie could have been such an interesting take on a group that was known for their hardcore antics. Because you look at stuff like Guns N' Roses and the stuff that they did, and this feels like a competition that these bands were going through. And I don't know, this movie just doesn't work on a lot of levels. It doesn't mean it's not entertaining to watch because, kind of like The Wolf of Wall Street, these characters are just over the top and over insane. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just not a Motley Crue fan, so this just didn't hit me on all cylinders, even though I do like some of the Motley Crue songs. But it's just like it just feels like another biopic that you're supposed to feel bad for a group, a band, band members that kind of put themselves in this situation. And I'm sorry, but when you put out movies like Bohemian Rhapsody and you see how that played out, and you see them literally at wit's end, and then you have stuff like this, it doesn't feel right. And and then of course, like I said, Nikki Sixx had the overdose, and these characters don't really ever seem to learn from their mistakes. And Tommy Lee was married to Heather Locklear, then he got caught cheating with Pamela Anderson, and it doesn't feel like there's any justice there. And it just I don't know, this movie just does whatever. It feels like it's doing stuff for shock value more than anything. And I just didn't feel like the movie was that great, so it just didn't work for me. Like I said, it's trying to be there for whatever it is. But I mean, yeah, so I mean, like I said, I'm sure a lot of this stuff happened in this movie, but you gotta fantasticalize it a lot of times, and it's just whatever. But anyways, that's gonna be my take on The Dirt. It's not great. It is what it is, but it's on Netflix, so check it out for yourself if you're interested in being shocked. But Anyways, thank you so much for watching. As always, if you like what you see, remember to rate, subscribe, check out the YouTube channel, Facebook, and Twitter. Email enthepolo1113@gmail.com if you have any questions. So let me know what you think of the movie The Dirt if you watch it. What do you think about Motley Crue in general? Do you like them? Do you not like them? What do you think about it? But otherwise, I'll see you on the next video. Peace out.